Here are signs that your senior mouse may be dying, featuring Nova, the senior mouse. Don't worry, she is not dying. She's perfectly healthy. She's almost a year and a half old. Super sweet, loves pets. She's my oldest girl. Senior is considered over a year old for mice, because they do usually only live 1 to 3 years, and I've never had one live past a year and 9 months, and that was Jersey, and she had to be euthanized from cancer. But anyway, here are some signs that your mouse may naturally be dying of old age, featuring Madame Nova. So, about a day and a half to 2 days before they pass, they may slow down, seem super tired, but they'll usually still be eating and drinking, just not as much. And during this time, offer them comfort. If they like to be held, hold them, and if they don't, of course, don't. But also, of course, make sure you're offering fresh water for them, as you should with any mouse. And offer food at all times, like you should with any mouse. And then maybe offer them some Pedialyte, but dilute it first, just so it's not too sweet for them. And then you're gonna want to maybe give them some unsweetened and unflavored applesauce, because this is easier for them to eat, and they'll keep their stomachs full. Miss Nova. And then also maybe water down their food a little bit with fresh water or Pedialyte. That'll also entice them to eat it, because it's mush and is easy for them to get down. Not much chewing required. And then, so usually they'll still eat this, and like I said, if they like to be handled, of course, make sure you handle them a bunch, give them a bunch of snuggles and attention during this time. And then later that day, when they go back in their cage, and this may even lead into the next day, like early in the morning, they will likely hang upside down from the lid, which I do have mice that do that. Rhea's actually trying to do it right now. Just right there. But anyway, so they may try to do that, or they will. Sometimes they'll try to escape, other times they'll just sit there. I've had both of those happen with many different mice. But then the next day, during the day, they'll look like they're feeling a lot better, have the energy of a baby mouse, and you might think, oh good, they're doing better. I thought they were dying. But they still are, unfortunately. Because that also happens with people. They tend to get a lot more energy and look like they're feeling / doing better before they pass away. And then later in the afternoon, or that night, I've had both of those happen too, they will suddenly decline rapidly. It might take you a while to find them, and when you do find them, you might think they're already passed because they're so cold and limp. But then you pick them up, notice they're still breathing, they're struggling to breathe, their eyes might be closed or slightly closed. They may be wheezing a little bit. So you'll pick them up. They won't mind at all. Which I've only had tame mice pass away, so this was at least my experience. I will keep you guys updated for if that happens to Kira, Calypso, and Rhea. But they are doing good right now, thankfully, so probably won't be for a while. But anyway. So you'll pick them up. They'll just want to be with you the whole time. During this time, you give them pets, maybe give them some kisses. During this time, do not give them any food, because in my experience, when I give them food, they choke on it. and I end up having to take it out of their throats, which has always been successful. And they were okay after I did that, but it's not a good idea. So then you're gonna just hold them, maybe play some soft, quiet music for them, talk to them, tell them they'll be okay, maybe tell them to say hi to any of your deceased pets for you, because I know they will when they get to mousy heaven. And then after, it really depends. My experience, it's been anywhere from like 2 to 12 hours, so it really does vary. But then they might have a seizure and survive that, which is usually what happens with my mice. But then, before they pass, I kept hearing a sound that sounded like sneezing, but then I look over and they're actually gasping for air. And this is them taking their final breaths, and then they'll have the most violent seizure of them all, and then pass away, and then after maybe 5 to 10 minutes, they will stiffen up. Which is how you know when your mouse died, if you just find them passed in the cage. I've only had that happen once with Oakley, but she must have passed within the 5 to 10 minutes that I found her, because she was not stiff. But if they are stiff when you found them, they passed more than 5 to 10 minutes ago. So these are some signs that your pet mouse is unfortunately dying.